Persistent harassment, unreasonable attacks. The misfortune you are currently experiencing may not only be visible damage. There is another calamity that harassment can trigger. From a spiritual perspective, this is the beginning of a terrifying chain reaction. Bullying and harassment, regardless of the reason, are subject to karmic retribution. However, in fact, there is another kind of misfortune associated with harassment besides karmic retribution. We will explain in detail the surprising true nature of this misfortune that has a significant impact on us. Finally, Miracle Machi and Gundari Myoo will perform an exorcism for those who are being bullied or harassed, so please watch until the very end. Another misfortune. On the main channel, Miracle Machi Revolutions, we explain in the Karma series that harassment will result in karmic retribution. Karma is like a law that has not been scientifically proven, and it acts on the person who committed the harassment without any influence from justification using religious doctrines or noble causes. This is because laws act on all people and things, regardless of a person's subjective opinion. For more on karma, please see the Karma series playlist on the main channel. Miracle Machi Revolutions. In the spiritual world, there is an absolute rule, like attracts like, the law of vibration. The law of vibration, also known as the law of attraction, is a spiritual principle that states that when a living person harbors strong negative emotions, they tend to attract people with similar vibrations as well as wandering spirits. In fact, persistent harassment and unsanitary environments significantly lower your vibrations and are typical factors that attract wandering spirits. When your mind becomes unstable due to anger or a desire for revenge, you become more susceptible to synchronizing with other people who harbor similar negative emotions and lingering regrets. They are waiting for an opportunity to slip into your weakened state of mind. Actual footage of wandering spirits is shown at the end of the video on our main channel titled, "Warning. If you watch this in the middle of the night, it's the end." You may already be under the watchful eye of the Hatman. A link is provided in the description, so please be sure to check out the related video as well. Spiritual meaning. However, there's a reason why difficult situations, like harassment, occur in life. The spiritual meaning of experiencing harassment is a message to encourage your soul's growth, or a sign of a turning point or a shift in your vibrations. Your current suffering may be a prelude to your life moving to a higher stage. The important thing is not to be dragged down by the other person's low vibrations. Here are 3 spiritual ways to deal with harassment. 1. Don't stoop to their level. Don't react to their emotional attacks, and draw a line in your mind, telling yourself, this person is still learning. 2. Let go with gratitude. Thank them in your mind for this lesson. Raise your vibration and create distance. Enduring and letting go are different things. 3. Protect and cherish yourself. By taking care of your mind and body and maintaining a high vibration, create an environment where harassers cannot approach you, and keep your distance. Building a defensive wall is important. What wandering spirits like? Wandering spirits are highly sensitive to people who resonate with the heavy energies they carry, such as sadness, anger, and loneliness. In particular, rejoicing in the misfortunes of others, and intense jealousy, are the ultimate treat for them, a perfect bait, so to speak. When a person is relentlessly attacking someone and burning with a desire for revenge, their mental state becomes abnormally unstable. Wandering spirits who died harboring regrets and anger resonate with that wavelength, and like a magnet, they enter into that person. What we must not forget is that acts of harassment actually deplete one's life energy most severely. By destroying the barrier of one's own soul, one invites lower-level spirits into the defenseless back. This is the true nature of harassment. They also like physical stagnation. Dusty corners of rooms where cleaning is neglected and dust accumulates, damp, dark places. These become ideal hiding places for them. When a void in your heart and a disordered environment come together, your daily life is no longer just yours. Things that wandering spirits dislike. So, how can we keep them away? The answer is surprisingly simple. Create an environment that is the exact opposite of what they like. Open the windows and let in fresh air, and above all, laugh loudly. The high energy of laughter is what low vibration beings dislike the most. Also, natural coarse salt, the scent of white sage, and clear, high-pitched sounds act as powerful barriers. Wandering spirits cannot approach a crystal ball. Here's an interesting tool to introduce. It's a crystal ball. Why can't ghosts approach a crystal? According to scientific hypotheses, the weak electromagnetic field generated by the piezoelectric effect of the crystal is thought to act as a barrier for wandering spirits, which are unstable energy entities. Furthermore, there is a theory that the regular crystalline structure of the crystal brings order to space, making it difficult for disordered beings to remain. A crystal ball is made of crystallized silicon dioxide. A simple quartz ball made by melting quartz and solidifying it into a ball, fused quartz, is ineffective because, like glass, it lacks a crystalline structure. Wandering spirits and karma. There is a deep connection between wandering spirits and karma. Wandering spirits are clusters of low vibrational energy bound to this world by strong attachments or unresolved karma. Their soul, spiritual level, evolution process is temporarily suspended. When a purpose that should have been fulfilled in life, or relationships that should have been resolved, are suddenly cut short, that feeling of incompleteness keeps the spirit in this world. From a Buddhist perspective, the state of being unable to sever lingering attachments and attain Buddhahood within the 49-day mourning period is called delusion. This is precisely a state where accumulated karma has not been fully purified. To put it bluntly, some theories suggest that encountering spiritual disturbances or inexplicable phenomena is part of a karmic learning process. A way for that person to re-examine their inner self and learn about the boundaries of energy. Facing our own karma, letting go of attachments, and harmonizing our inner selves ultimately leads to severing ties with wandering spirits. Salt mounds. Finally, let's talk about the ancient protective method of salt mounds. Salt, especially natural coarse salt, possesses powerful, yang energy and can create a protective barrier in a space. However, caution is necessary. Salt that is left unattended and becomes dirty can, conversely, absorb negative energy and become a vessel for spirits. Replacing it once a week and keeping it clean at all times is the key to maximizing its effectiveness as a protective charm. The salt used for offerings of salt mounds should be coarse salt, natural salt, that contains a balanced amount of minerals. including not only sodium chloride but also potassium chloride and magnesium chloride. In Shinto rituals, salt imbued with the energy of the sea has been considered ideal for purification since ancient times. It is also said that licking a small amount of this pure salt can help purify karma from within. However, never lick salt that has been offered as a salt mound and absorb negative energy. Always use fresh salt. Considering the impact on your health, choose mineral-rich natural salt and be mindful of your intake. When doing so, to avoid diminishing the salt's effectiveness, it's best to let it sit slowly rather than diluting it immediately with water. However, do this within your limits and according to your physical condition. It's common to shape the salt into cones or octagonal pyramids. Octagonal pyramids, in particular, are considered auspicious as they symbolize protection from the whole world, all 8 directions. If the area where you place the salt is dirty, its purifying effect will be halved. It's essential to clean the area before placing the salt. In conclusion, according to Christopher Michael Langan, who has an IQ of 210, he proposed the CTMU theory, which states that the universe is a vast, self-contained, conscious program that continues to interpret and describe itself. In Langan's theory, telesis is a concept like purposeful will or energy. It refers to the state of life with infinite possibilities before the universe takes on concrete laws and forms. Langan argues that the universe organizes itself from this unconstrained telesis and creates reality. Based on his theory, Miracle Machi's analysis suggests that the universe itself is a godlike consciousness, and that we humans observe the universe from within through our own consciousness. In the main channel Miracle Machi Revolutions Neuroencoding 0, it was mentioned that in an out-of-body experiment conducted by the CIA, subjects perceived the existence of an absolute being stationary in the universe. Based on these 2 perspectives, I surmise that the absolute being, God, observes us through human consciousness and knows the whole truth through the consciousness of victims and perpetrators in criminal cases. Isn't this the mechanism behind the Japanese proverbs, heaven knows, earth knows, and heaven's net is vast and its meshes are wide, but nothing escapes it? Considering this hypothesis, I surmise that the absolute being, God, knows everything about the incident through the consciousness of the victim and the perpetrator, and that this network of surveillance is far more vast and detailed than that of the police, making it impossible for humans to evade it. We are always living inside the vast consciousness of the universe. Exorcism of Gundari Myoo. Gundari Myoo is one of the 5 great wisdom kings, an incarnation of Ratnasambhava Buddha, guardian of the South, and a powerful Buddha of warding off evil and removing obstacles. Spiritually, he is said to have very strong benefits in resolving interpersonal troubles, protecting against stalkers, dispelling negative energy, and subduing enemies, repelling harmful people. It is believed that this has the power to purify and dispel persistent harassment and strong attachment, negative thoughts, from others. Now, we will perform an exorcism to purify the negative energy around you, using the mantra of Fudo Myoo and the power of Gundari Myoo. The exorcism video contains the 4096 Hz sound, which wandering spirits dislike. Please listen with a calm mind.
のうまく、さらばたたぎゃていびゃく。さらばぼっけいびゃく。さらばたたらた、せんだまかろしゃ。だけんぎゃきぎゃき。さらばびきなん。うんたらたあかんまん。のうまく、さらばたたぎゃていびゃく。さらばぼっけいびゃく。さらばたたらた、 千玉カロシャ。打剣ギャキギャキ。さらばビキナン。うんたらターカンマン。のうまく、さらばたたギャテイビャク。さらばボッケイビャク。さらばたたらた、千玉カロシャ。打剣ギャキギャキ。さらばビキナン。うんたらターカンマン。のうまく三万だ、バザラダン、千玉カロシャ、ダソワタヤ、うんたらターカンマン、のうまく三万だ、バザラダン、千玉カロシャ、ダソワタヤ、うんたらターカンマン、のうまく三万だ、バザラダン、千玉カロシャ、ダソワタヤ、うんたらターカンマン、のうまく三万だ、バザラダン、千玉カロシャ、ダソワタヤ、うんたらターカンマン、のうまく三万だ、バザラダン、千玉カロシャ、ダソワタヤ、うんたらターカンマン、のうまく三万だ、バザラダン、千玉カロシャ、ダソワタヤ、うんたらターカンマン、のうまく三万だ、バザラダン、千玉カロシャ、ダソワタヤ、うんたらターカンマン、のうまく三万だ、バザラダンさん。オンアミリテーウンハッタ、オンアミリテーウンハッタ、オンアミリテーウンハッタ、オンアミリテーウンハッタ、オンアミリテーウンハッタ、オンアミリテーウンハッタ、オンアミリテーウンハッタ、オンアミリテーウンハッタ、オンアミリテーウンハッタ、オンアミリテーウンハッタ、オンアミリテーウンハッタ、オンアミリテーウンハッタ、オンアミリテーウンハッタ、オンアミリテーウンハッタ、オンアミリテーウンハッタ、オンアミリテーウンハッタ、オンアミリテーウンハッタ、オンアミリテーウンハッタ、オンアミリテーウンハッタ、オンアミリテーウンハッタ、オンアミリテーウンハッタ、オンアミリテーウンハッタ、オンアミリテーウンハッタ、オンアミリテーウンハッタ、オンアミリテーウンハッタ、オンアミリテーウンハッタ。
If you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel before you forget. Furthermore, clicking the bell icon will notify you when a new video is released, so you won't miss the latest videos and can enjoy your favorites. Despite being unwell and having limited time in bed, I strive to post once a week to improve the quality of my videos. If you have any topics you'd like Miracle Machi to cover in a video, or topics you'd like me to investigate, please write them in the comments section. I will indicate whether or not your suggestion is used by publishing a video about it. Thank you for watching until the very end. See you again in the next video.
Over here! Over here! Welcome to our school! We are so excited to see you!